missing, all right? Okay, now, so previously we already learned the pronoun. That's the last lesson. So pronoun actually, how you remember, you just memorize. And why we start with the third person? Because it's actually easy. So we can forget the thumper. We just recite so sa te tuam tumhe aham mayam. So sa te tuam tumhe aham mayam. So recite again. Aham you know already. Like aham bante. Sometimes when you take refuge, you say aham bante ti saranena saha pancha silam. Sometimes if you don't want to say I, you can say we. So you can say mayam bante ti saranena saha and so on. Okay. Tuam and tumhe. So and sa like so itp so like this so okay. Te we so many times. Now, okay. So in Pali is always remember you got masculine, M is masculine, F is feminine, neuter. All right. So for example, so puriso. Okay. So puriso is referred to a man, that man. Sa purisa refer to woman. Okay. A man. So you can say that man, a man. So sa iti, a woman. Tam fruit maybe a refer to that fruit or a fruit. And then migo. O is normally masculine. So male deer. Female will be long a, female deer. So for dog, kukulo is a male dog. And then kukulini is a female dog. So in Pali, same like German language, you have gender. The sun is male. The earth is female. All right. Okay. And like there are many things, even fruits. Fruits also got gender. Fruits actually is a neuter gender. All right. So that's why sometimes people say it's quite confusing. But actually, after you read the Sutta many times, you start to be able to identify it's male or female. Like Purisa is always male because you always see the O sound. Okay. Now, we are going to learn verb and pronoun combination. All right. So, charati, the meaning of charity is walks, behaves, practices. And where you see the charity, you see in the sutta of, if you remember, when you chant the itipiso, actually you see the charity. Okay. Vija, itipiso, bhagawa, arahan, samma, sambuddho. Vija charana. Charana, all right? Charana come from this, the root char. Char is actually same root with the charati, refer to conduct. Conduct means how you practice, right? So charana, charati, same root char, all right? So it's good when you learn some Pali. I try to put it, the root is a char, okay? Char, char. Char is to practice, to walk, okay? And to behave. Okay. Now, how you know the root? Okay, char. So that's why you have the ETP. So you have the charana. Charana in the ETP so means conduct, how you practice, how you behave in a way. Okay. And so for this beginning class, I'm not going to do the conjugation sign or whatever. You just need to remember the root only. Okay, now aham. So you have the first person. So basically what you do is you have the aham above. So you just write down and copy to below because in your paper I leave it blank. So aham you have to write down. And then tuam, second person singular, you write down tuam. And then pura, mayam. And then second person pura is tumhe. All right. So for those print out the paper, you need to write down yourself. And after you really need to write down, then you need to you have put the pronoun. So, sa, te, tuam, tumhe, aham, mayam, right? So after you put the pronoun, what you do is you need to put the verbs together to form a simple sentence. All right. So, sa, charati. He and she walks. Te, charanti. Because it must finish with the verbal termination of anti. Then, tuam, Chaihun. Tuam what?
Tuang charasi.
Yeah, C, all right. Tumhe,
Charata.
charata, okay. Aham,
Charami.
charami. You have to put the long A. Mayam,
Charama.
okay, yeah, all right. Okay. So you need to write down for those who have print out. So you need to write down yourself. So it's easy. So sa charati. Because remember when we learn the verbal termination is we start with the T, N, T. So what you do, even though you change to like last time previously we learned the kachati, you still have the same ending. This is called verbal termination, all right? T, N, T. You can see the T, N, T. C. So I highlight it because no matter how many verb, okay, you learn, the basic is actually same. So these are called verbal termination, all right? But in front of me and ma, first person, you need to put long A for those ending with A, all right? So sa charati, te charanti, tuam charasi, tumhe charata, aham charami, mayan charama. Okay, tuam charasi. How many learn? Why Ling? I think you learn in SKE, right? What is tuam charasi? Why Ling?
Teacher, I forgot.
Okay, you okay. We make it okay. You walk.
You walk. Okay, thank you.
Okay. Or maybe practice is better. But charity is you can walk also. Yeah. No. Walk practice more. Okay. We just use one. Okay. You walk. Okay. And then tumhe charata will be you all walk.
You all walk.
So aham charami will be
I am walking.
I walk, or yeah, you can put I am walking also. But now we just put simple first. Okay. And then mayang will be we.
We walk.
Okay, right. Okay. So for this, we call it present tense. So like this one, we can translate as present simple or present continuous, right? So he or she walks, or he or she, present continuous will be is walking. Okay. He and she is walking. All right.
Is walking.
This is a Pali made easy first class, right?
Correct.
Now you're which class already? Lesson 9 already.
Lesson 9.
Okay, but still have to remember the first class. Okay, the rest are same. Okay, uh, then is walking. They are walking. You walk. I walk, and so on. Okay. All right. Okay. So you walk. He walk. They walk. You walk. You all walk. I walk, and you walk, and so on. All right. Okay. Anybody not clear about this? Okay. So easy, right? So you just put the pronoun so, sa, te, tuam, tumhe, aham, mayam. And then you put the chara. So from the first one, charati, you change it to charanti. Then charasi, charata. Charami, charama. How you remember is you need to recite, not just see only. You need to recite. How you recite? Okay, you need to recite. Charati, charanti. Charasi, charata. Charami, charama. Like just now, Chai Hun. Okay, so please follow me when I recite. Charati, charanti. Charasi, charata. Charami, charama. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Wai Ling, can you say again? Charati.
Charati, charanti. Charasi, charata. Charami, charama.
Okay. Can you put with the pronoun? So, sa, charati. Okay.
So, sa, charati.
Mm-hmm.
Ti, charanti. Tuan, charasi. Tumhe, charata. Aham, charami. Mayam, charama.
Is it easy?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we already see this one. This one is a copy one, all right? Okay, now, this one is a present tense. So we already do this. Okay, now, instead of charity, maybe we do another exercise so we can find like other behavior. Besides charity, what else do we want? We already do the gachati, right? Okay, I think okay, never mind. We do the future tense. Now, future tense is you have how you recognize future tense because there's a SSA. SSA. It's actually SSA is just like when you say SSA, you just literally convert to the wheel or shell. All right. For example, gachati. Gachati, you know the meaning goes. Okay. How to do it? Okay. Gachati it goes. So what you do is, okay, I cannot remember. Okay. Then I take out the finished tea, and then you put the gacha. Take the tea, you have the gacha. Gacha plus the isa, and you got the gachisa and tea. So you gachisa tea. All right. So this means that you have the verbal base will be gachisa. All right. And then tea. So you got the gachisa tea. All right. So after you got the gachisa tea, you need to change it to gachisanti. Gachisasi, gachisata, gachisami, gachisama. That's all right. Gachisati. So please repeat after me. Gachisati, gachisanti, gachisasi, gachisata, gachisami, gachisama. So literally when you see the SSA here, ISSSA here, literally you can convert in your mind as will, right? This is SSA as will. All right. So this also SSA means go. So they will go. So gachisasi, you will go. Gachisata, you all will go. And then gachisami, in the Pali Meiji, it say I shall go. But even nowadays, you also use I will go here, I will go there. Okay. Even though the Pali Meiji use the word I will shall, but we can use the word I will go. I will go, I shall go. Right. Anyway, just to say it's a future tense. So anything not clear here? So if you got this example, you also can try other example, right? Can? I know it's for those who never learned before. I think most of you learned before, right? Anybody not learned before? Guat Chin Chua, you learned before, right?
I think a little bit, yeah. Because I remember this. I really not. I remember well.
But I mean, so far can you follow?
I think for this future tense, I think I miss it. I never see future tense, only present tense.
Oh, this is a lesson 3, Pali Meiji. Okay.
Wow.
All right.
Okay.
So anyway, you can see the gachati. You know the meaning gachati, right? Goes.
Gachati, yeah.
Goes. Okay. So you put the gachisati. That's all. Just put the SSA in between ISSA. All right. Okay. So I think this one is already in the paper already, right? You all have printed out. So okay. I know. Okay. Now, there's another form here, future tense. Okay. Okay. Now, this one is the root is this, okay? This plus A. We call it A, and then they say. Now, they say for future tense, it's not isasa, no. It's because when Pali makes it, we learn it, the I is optional. Okay. So this means that this you can put SS, right? So what you do, you will have DESESSA. So means will expound. Then after that, you plus the T, right? So you will have they say sati. Okay, they say sati. So they say sati. They say santi. Then after that, you need to put the second person, tuam. Then tumhe. Then aham. And then mayam. Then what you do is you just copy the desesa. You just copy here. Just copy. I mean, if you're lazy, just to type, you copy first. Copy all first. Then you remember T, you have the T here, the person. T, and then plural over ND. Then T and D C, you just put the C. Then you put the ta. Then you put the me, but in front of me must be long A. Me, and then in front of ma will be long A. Okay? That's how you get everything can be accomplished very easy by copy and paste. That's why young people, when they learn, they say they just copy and paste. All right? All right. Okay, now, all right. So we invite different people to read. Okay, Maggie, can you read the Pali? So, start with the so desisati. Maggie?
So desesati, te desesanti, twam desesasi, tumhe desesata, aham desesami, mayam desesama.
Okay, now what's the meaning of desesa? Desesa is will expound. All right? Will expound. So, he or she will expound. They will expound. So, tuam desisasi will be, do you know the meaning, Maggie? Tuam
You
desisasi. You?
will expound.
Okay, good. And then
You all will expound.
you will all expound. Okay.
Then aham, I will expound.
Okay.
Mayam is we will expound.
Okay, so you passed the exam. Easy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Reggie, for they say Sami, the long A, when we pronounce, do we need to pronounce longer R?
You mean which one? They say.
The aham, they say Sami.
They say sami. Yeah, you need they say sami. Mayang they say sama. All right.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Now they already long A. E is actually long vowel. So anyway, when you pronounce actually quite same because E already long vowel. So they say sami, but normally to differentiate the short A, long A, you either can make it longer or you can make your sound heavier. All right. You can, but they say sami, that's longer. Or you make it heavier. They say sami, something like that. All right. Just to differentiate between long A and short vowel. Okay.
Okay, understand.
All right. Okay, now, so this is a future tense. So compare future tense and present tense. Do you all see the difference between present tense and singular? Singular present tense will be they say did without the SSA. All right. Here, when you see this one, you compare this one, they say did and they say did. So you compare both, you can see SSA. All right. So okay. Now I think this is not so difficult. You just need to get to know the Pali word. Now we need to learn some example to learn the Sutta later. Okay. Now, subject, why we say subject? Subject means refer to the noun. There's a sankhara. And then subject complement means something that describe the subject. For example, simple thing like sankhara, condition thing. Anicho means impermanent. Okay. So at first, actually, when we write is sankhara, anicca. But because this is a subject, we need to change it to o, like puriso, sankholo, aniccho, because this is a singular. But when you're going to make it plural, you need to change it to sankhara. long A, all right? So this long A in Pali, you all see the declension later. Long A is to show it's a plural. So compare the SG means singular and PR means plural. So Sankalo Anicho. What is Sankalo Anicho? For example, you can say, for example, like maybe you call it Vedana, your feeling. Feeling is impermanent. Means that the feeling, only bad feeling or good feeling, only lasts for some time before it disappear, right? And then this sankhara means pura, means that, for example, you can say all the nama rupa, right, are impermanent. So everything in your body are impermanent. So this is good in terms of like, normally we recite anicca, vata, sankhara, right? All the nama rupa are impermanent. Okay. Sankharo anicco, sankhara anicca, right? So that's a way we can write. So very simple. Sankhara, sankharo or sankhara is a subject. And then anicco, anicca is a subject complement. All right. So okay, it's a not so difficult logic. Now you can see the subject is in front and then subject complement is at the second position, means that appear later. But what we see, let's say, see this example down here. Okay, now you can see Sankala at this second example here. Sankala appear at the second position, but the Anicca appear at the first position. Okay, do you see the difference between? So above Sankala is the first. Now this second line, Sankala is the second position. So here is literally you can translate impermanent, which is the describe the Sankara formation. And then this is a destruction, kayam, and then go. Okay. So here, this is a anicca here as adjective. It's no more taking place as subject complement. It just happened to be adjective, means it describes the formation. That's why when you see the whole thing, we translate as formations which are impermanent, anicca. All right. Go, kachanti. Kayam, to destruction. All right. So it showed that actually the position of the we call it, the description is different. So the first one, Sankalo Anicco, Sankala Anicca, is happened at the second position. But here Anicca happened at the first position. All right. So this is first position. So this is a second position here. So the above happened as a second position. Okay. Anyway, the meaning is quite same. Sankhara, things are impermanent. So formation or condition, things which are impermanent, which is an adjective, anicca sankhara, go to destruction. Okay. Anyway, just some theory already. All right. So the next one will be function adverb, means time. Ekam samayam. Ekam is a one. Samayam, time. So literally at one time. Sometimes you got adverb of time. This is called adverb of time. Sometimes you got adverb of place like savatiyam, viharati. So stays, viharati is stays. All right. So savati is savati. Yam is literally, you can translate 8. Viharati means stays or dwell. Ekam is 1. So samaya is time. So at one time. Okay. So sometimes when you learn Pali, there's a adjective you need to know, adverb you also need to know. So ekam samaya at one time. Shawati yam, yam means actually it's feminine. That's why we like it's a F, feminine. Locative, yam is a place here. And then viharati, stays. Okay. Okay, now I think we better go for this. This is just some very short introduction. So later we will use this knowledge again when we come to this sutta. Okay, now we go for body Vandana. So even though it look lots of things, but we can see there's one me here, all right? So Vandami. So the whole thing actually, when you look at this sutta, so why we learn Pali? Because we want to get to know how we apply the knowledge in the sutta. So in the whole Pali, sorry, because when I adjust the document, all the place go wrong. Okay, so in this whole Pali, now you can see body Vandana and here Vandami, all right? So it's actually same because the root is, I already put in the vocabulary. You can see the vocabulary there. There's a one, okay? One. Can you see the here in your paper? One means to pay respect, all right? So one, Vandana. Vandami, Vandana also same. Okay. So we need to go for vocabulary. So when you learn Pali, so if you don't know the sutta, so it's good to pick out the vocabulary. For example, some of the vocabulary here. Chinati means actually we should put like hidouts or parasal, singular. Chetiya from the root chi. Sabba means, you know, sabe, sata, sabe, pana, right? Sabba means all. Tana means place. Patitikta actually established. So it's a past participle. Salilika. No, salilika is actually bodily. To do with the word salila. Salila means something, salilika means bodily, means something connect with the body. Salila actually means that body. So that's why we have the Chinese word sali. Sali is coming from this word salila. So datu is a radix. So should be long A here. Datu. Radix. Actually, when we say 18 elements, when we learn like in Abhidhamma, there's 12 bases, Ayatana, 18 elements. 18 elements also called Dhatu. So here Dhatu means lyrics, but Dhatu can be just translated elements. So Buddha Lupa. Okay. Now, when we say Buddha Lupa, what is actually Buddha Lupa? Buddha is Buddha. Lupa actually means like you say nama lupa. Nama lupa means material thing. But actually lupa here is does not mean your materiality. Lupa here means just a form, you know. Okay. So normally we say nama lupa is a material composition, but this lupa means form, your figure, your image, or sometimes refer to visible object. Visible object also means lupa. Okay. So here rupa means the image of the Buddha. So image of the Buddha means like Buddha statue, Buddha painting. So we call it Buddha rupa. Let's say if you want to buy a statue, so we call it, you want to buy a Buddha rupa. Okay. Mahabodhi. Maha is actually Malay word also. Maha means great. Great body means refer to great body tree. Okay, so rupa we already see just now. Sakala is all, whole, entire. Now, sada. Right, in Pali Meiji, you learn some of the word like tada at that time. In Pali Meiji, you learn the word tada yada. So you can see the ending da. This da is always referred to time only. So sada, tada. Okay, so always. Because of sabba plus da. You can say sabba and da. Sabba da means at all time. At all time means refer to always. Okay, sabba da. At all times. So to learn this sutta, we need to know how many things we can pay respect. Body tree, Buddha image, footprint, relics, Dhamma. Okay? So we can pay respect to these 5 things. At home, you have to see, do you have these 3? Okay, these 5. Yeah, I mean, Buddha image, yes, it's very easy. If you have a Buddha statue, even a small 1 or 2 inches, doesn't matter. Or if you cannot have Buddha statue, you can have the Buddha painting. And then footprint, actually, you can go and get a footprint of the Buddha. There are many printed one, printed image. Relics is but relics you need to take care, because if you don't take care of the relics, what they say, it will disappear. The deities will bring them away if you don't respect it. And if you really honor it, put in a clean place, you offer it, take care of it, it will increase. All right. So the best is, of course, Dharma books. That's the best place, as we call it, how we represent the these five things that we should pay respect. Now, Bodhi tree is difficult to plant, but some people manage to plant Bodhi tree at your house. But Bodhi tree is a big tree. You be careful, because if it's very near to your house, the roots will penetrate into your house, because the root is, you see the Bodhi tree in the India, right? It's actually very huge root. Okay, you have to plant very far from the building. So what people do is plant on the pot, so they plant on the vase pot. And when they plant on the vase pot, what happened? After many years, they need to change the pot again, because the root will break the pot. And you cannot put the pot on the ground. The moment you put the pot on the ground, the root will penetrate into the root, penetrate the vase and go inside the earth. So you have to put on a stone also. So it's not easy plant the Bodhi tree. I see some people manage to plant Bodhi tree. Okay, so now we know the meaning. So then we start to analyze the sutta. All right, the meaning is, I always pay respect to every pagodas that might stand in any means all the places, the body relics, great Bodhi tree, and all the images of the Buddha. Okay. So now that's the verb you see, me already. Like gachami, just now they say me, right? So you can see every time you see the army, actually you can know it's refer to I. So there's no subject here. So you can put the subject as aham to show that me. But even if you don't put this subject aham, it's still okay. We know is refer to first person singular, because me here. Okay? Like gachami, like when you say Buddham Sarana Gachami. When you say Buddham Sarana Gachami, you don't even need to say the word aham. Okay? But you can put if you want. So aham is I. Vandami. Okay. So you can see this Vandana. Vandana, the root is one. Okay. So it's good to understand the root. Root actually plays a very important. So if you any dictionary you open, try to find. Okay. One, to bow down. Sometimes one, to greet. Okay. So this is a Pali Tipitaka dictionary which I have. I find it useful. Another one is a Pali Tipitaka Pali reader. You can go to any computer or Android or I think Mac also. So go and download this and then just open it and try to find it. Sometimes it show as this. Okay, Wanda. Okay, honor, Wanda. All right. So you can find in many different dictionary. Or sometimes if you go online also got many Pali dictionary. So one here will be plus the ana. Okay, ana is a suffix that make the verb into the noun. So Vandana. So body. Now you all know the word body. Okay, so body to do with the root actually Buddha. So you know the word Buddha. Buddha and body actually same in terms of they have the same root. Buddha, all right? So here Buddha and then body also Buddha because the U change it to O. Anyway, body is to do with enlightenment. Buddha is also somebody who is enlightened. Same root here. So body Vandana means enlightenment, or Vandana means pay respect. So pay respect. Pay respect to things that of related to enlightenment. Here will be pagoda. So aham Okay, aham vadami. So I salute or I pay respect. Now, who do you pay respect, right? You pay respect to Chetiya. Chetiya is pagoda. So I pay respect to pagoda. And this pagoda is explained like just now we say, when you see the same ending, sometimes they are related to each other in terms of sabam is actually adjective here, okay? So it means all. I pay respect to all pagoda because when you pay respect, you don't pay respect to one pagoda, you pay respect to all the pagoda. Of course, when you chant this one, you no need to visualize you're going to see all the pagoda, just a general terms that I pay respect to this pagoda or that pagoda in general way. Okay, so like just now, like we see above like Sankala Anichato, right? So when it's ending are quite same, normally they are related to each other as a adjective here. So I pay respect to all pagoda and then not finished yet, right? So this is also explained as patitita means you can see the ending is same. Tetiam, sabam, patititam. So when you learn like this, it's good to highlight it so you can see the relationship between each other. That's one way we learn. Another way is you can draw an arrow. I think there's no arrow in this software. Okay. If you want, you can draw arrow between the Chetiya, draw arrow Chetiya to Sabam, Chetiya to Patititam to show that they are related to each other. All right. So Veda means establish. Now, you pay respect to all the Chetiya established. Where is it? So this is a location here. So Sabha, you all know it as Sabha, all places. Okay. And this suit here, you for those who learn declension, su here means in. Okay. So in all the places. Okay. So it's a very simple sutta, but it shows the meaning of I pay respect to all the pagodas established in all the places. In poem, actually the sequence are not important of the words. So it just happened here and there. So okay. Right, so aham vandami. So vandami chetiyam sabam sapatane supatititam. I think there's a T, should be a dot below. Thana. Okay. Thana. Yeah, there should be a dot below. So just put a dot below here. Thana. All right. This is the lingua. Okay. So I think this is a simple one. Let's go for next one. Now, Chetiya is not finished, also explained. All right. Beside the Chetiya, what else? So, Salilaka Dhatu Mahabodhi. So, we already go words by word. Salilaka Dhatu will be bodily. Lali's. Maha is great. Body. Refer to tree here. So, Buddha Rupa means a Buddha image. And then Sakala is entire or all. Sada means always means all the time. Okay. Entire. So this is a simple sutta, but it explains lots of very good meaning. So any question here? All right. Any question? Salilika dhatu mahabodhi Buddha lupam sakalam sada. All right. So I think this sutta everybody know. It's actually quite simple. Buddha lupa sakalam sada. So when you chant this sutta, so you just kind of like in a general sense think about all the pagoda, all the Buddha image, all the Maha. I have two Bodhi tree here. All right, just think about in general all the pagoda. So this is a good way to recite, and it's actually kind of like Buddha Nusati also can. If you want to think it as Dhamma Nusati also can. All right. So for those who learn before, you need to find the root yourself. Chi and Ti and Lupa and so on. In no question, I continue, all right? Now, we are going for another sutta. So this sutta you're all familiar already. Mangala Sutta. Evam me suttam. Right? Should be a dot here. Evam with a dot below. Evam me suttam. Thus, normally evam me suttam we translate as thus have I heard. Okay. Ekam samayam. We go word by word, okay? Evam means thus. Me is actually instrumented by me. Sutta is heard. So thus, or maybe you say this or in this way. Sometimes we can say in this way or thus by me. In this way by me heard. So literally when we say thus have I heard. Okay. So in many sutta, who has heard this sutta is a Venerable Ananda. So every time when he say he's heard means that he heard from the Buddha. Thus have I heard. And then at one time, the Buddha was staying where and where and where. So evam, you see also in Pali. I think lesson 4 or 5, you see the word evam already. All right? By me, sutta. Sutta is a past participle. Now this su, the root su is here. So you already learned in Pali Meiji with the word sunati and sunati. Sunati. Long A should eh? Sunati.
Long A.
Long A.
Yeah, with the dot below. Okay. Sunati. All right. Sunati means hear. Hears or listen. So the root is actually su, same. Okay. Su. To hear, to listen. So thus have I heard, since this is a past participle. So ekam samayam. Eka is one. Samaya is time. So since indicate time, actually like Sister Wong and Vera, you all learn in the lesson 36, right? Acquisitive case also can use as a to denote the timing. All right. 36. So at one
Yes.
time. Okay.
Yes.
At one time. Now, so because there's a comma here, actually in this sentence, the subject is I, So up to this part, the subject is I. But at this second sentence, the subject is different. Subject will be the Bhagawa. Bhagawa is a subject here. All right. So sometimes in one sentence, the subject can be different because there's a comma here. So it's a different phrase. So at one time, the Bhagawa means the blessed one, Shawatiyam. Now, Sawati is a city, right? Sawati actually is a city. So in Chinese called Shiweichen. But actually it's not staying inside the city because Jetawana is a park near the city. So that's why I say they translate you can say near Shawati. With a yam to denote is a location here, near the Shawati. Viharati. Now, this is actually lives. But here translate as was living. Okay. So in lesson 36, Sister Wong, you all remember when you say the present tense also can use as a historical sense, something like that. So even though it's spoken by Ananda, but additionally he was referring to another story or another case in the past time. So that's why he's saying, even though it's a present tense, actually translates as was staying. So this is called historical, I forget the grammar term, historical sense or whatever. So the Buddha was staying near the Shawati at one time. So literally, if you want to break, you can break here. So that's why when we chant, we actually break at the Ekam Samayam. Okay, because this is a part of the phrase by itself. Ekam Samayam at one time break Bhagawa Sawatiyam Viharati. So when we recite, you have to recite like this, okay? Evam Mesutam Ekam Samayam Bhagawa Sawatiyam Viharati. So you have to break as Sawatiya. You have to break Viharati. Viharati is a verb here. Now Viharati, you can see already. Like just now we have the Vandami. So this refer to who? Refer to third person. So we write in this way. It's a present tense, third person, singular. Okay, present tense, third person, singular. Because this refer to Bhagawa. Bhagawa is a third person singular. So he stay near the Shawati, and where's the place? At the Jeta's Grove. So you can see here, this is they are linking with each other. This one and this one. This one to indicate is a location here. The long E, right? So you can say at Jetawana. This A refer to at Jetawana. Jeta is a prince Jeta. Wana means that the Wana is a grove. Grove actually kind of like park here. Because when the Buddha want to, he actually told Ananda, he want a place that is quiet, free from noise, but not so far because the monks need to go for amsa, right? So it's a grove here. So Jetawana, the Wana is a grove, and then from the Wana you change it to A. The letter E means at, means a location here, and then Anatta Pindika is Anatta Pindika. And then the SSA, so this is another noun. So literally you can translate the SSA into the, sorry. So this one you can translate with the apostrophe S, means it's a belong to the Anatta Pindika. Arama is a park. So park. And then the E means at again. All right. So at Jeta's Grove, E means at. So Sa means apostrophe S, Anatta. And then Arama means from the word Arama, you change it to Ara. Arama, you change it plus the E to show it's a place, location, E, all right? So the whole sentence is actually very easy. So at one time, Ekam Samayam Bhagawa, the Buddha, subject here, he actually lives, even though it's present tense, so we translate as was living in terms of context because it's the situation. Because when Ananda, whenever Ananda was saying this one, it referred to something past. So was staying at the Jetaswana, there is a now purchased by Anatta Pindika. So we call it Anatta Pindika Sa Arame. Jetawana is actually described by Anatta Pindika. So you can see this, sometimes in Pali you have this one. So the first one is actually described by second one, all right? So Jetawana described by Anatta Pindika Sa Arame. So in a way you can say number one describe number two here. So okay, any question here? This one you all chant all the time, right? So not so difficult.
Kaiji, just now you put down SSA is future tense, but now here
Oh no, this is because there is a verb. This is a noun. This is a
okay.
noun. Okay.
All right, thank you.
When you learn the declension, you see at the end of this page we had the declension, right? Okay. So this is a noun. It is verb. Where is the verb? Verb is so far is this one. This is a verb. This one is also a verb. So only these two. So heard is a verb. So the whole sentence, you have one verb one, And then the viharati is a verb 2. Then the other one, you have the timing here. Ekam samayam refer to time. And then sawatiyam refer to place. Jetavane is a place. Anata pindikasa arame, also a place. So you have verb 1 and verb 2 only. Okay? Clear?
Yes, thank you.
Okay, good question. So who asked just now?
Sister Yupin.
Okay, good. Yeah, paying attention. All right, okay. So any more questions? Now, every time you chant, of course, when you are in the middle of chanting, you don't go analyze. When you chant, chanting is kind of like a samatha practice, no? You can take it as dhammanusati. So when you chant something, you might just focus on the chanting. But when you are free, you can, like now, you can analyze each meaning of each words and find what is the relationship with each other. Okay. So actually sentence, we call it phrase 1. This one, A1 means sutta. Actually not related to these two. These two are actually totally separate. So that's why, because the subject are different. You can see the subject is I, number 1. Then the subject number 2 is, you can say subject number 1 is I. Subject number 2 is Bhagawa. So these two are totally different sentence. All right. So if you learn differently, you can just put in your mind out. So A1 means Suttam, we can break here. A1 means Suttam, break. Ekam samayam, you break. Bhagawa, Sawatiyam, Viharati, you break. All right. Jetavane, Anatta Pingasa, Arame. Okay, so how we recite? Evam me Suttam, Ekam samayam, Bhagawa, Sawatiyam, Viharati, Jetavane, Anatta Pindikasa, Arame. So you can see, because anatta pindikasa pa. So these two you have to recite together. Okay, you cannot recite jetawane anatta pindikasa. You cannot recite like this. So you have to recite anatta pindikasa arame together. Okay. So that's why some people say, when they hear you chant, they know that you know the grammar or not. Because if you stop at wrong place, this means that you don't understand the grammar. For example, now, okay, let's say, for example, Ekam Samayam, you should recite together, right? Because at one time. If you're going to recite Ekam Samayam Bhagawa, you're going to recite like this. You put the Ekam one place, Samayam Bhagawa, you recite together. This means that you are wrong. You don't understand the grammar, right? Okay. So that's why they say I read a story in the ancient time, not maybe a few 10 years or 20 years or 30 years ago, got one Samanera. When he recite the chanting, got one venerable elder monk. So when the Samanera, Samana means young novice. So when he makes some mistake, so he didn't know he makes the mistake. So the elder monk will make some sound. So the Samanera, he made a note where he made mistake. Then he checked. Then he realized that, oh, he really made a mistake there. Okay. So this is through your chanting, we know whether you understand the grammar or not. Okay. All right. So we break 5 minutes, then we continue part 2. 5 minutes.